Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Sonja J, and I'm back here with another voiceover today. Honestly, I wasn't going to do a video on this because I kind of made it pretty clear about how I feel with non-black people, including Latinos who have black ancestry but are not black like me, using the N-word. When I touched on the whole Basketball Wives thing with the Evelyn and her colorist and racist comments she made about CC and OG. But I see that there's still a lot that I need to cover because people are still confused. And I'm not surprised, we live in a colonized, brainwashed society. But I'm going to make some things clear. I know my title is going to trigger some people, but if you listen to the video in its entirety from beginning to end, you understand where I come from. We can agree to disagree, and that's fine, but I'm going to give some facts and opinions. Let's get it. Okay, so if you're not living under a rock, you heard about the whole Gina Rodriguez situation, and I'm not really going to touch too much on her specifically. I'm going to talk more in general about the Latino community and what's Afro-Latina, what's not Afro-Latina, and, kind of like the origins of Latinas in general, because if you don't know by now, I'm here to tell you, Latina, Latino, Mexicano, Puerto Rican, Colombian, that's not a race. Those are all nationalities. Dominican, Trinidadian, all that. Those are nationalities. They're not a race. Okay, a race is black, Asian, Indian, and white. The Latina community is not a race. It's just different nationalities from different parts of the Spanish countries. And honestly, if we're being real, the Latina or Latino community is actually just a community mixed up of more than one race. And when you put it together, and also because they come from Spanish countries and they speak Spanish, it makes a Spanish community. We're going to get more into that, but before I get into that, I just want to say real quick, I feel like this whole situation, because with this Gina Rodriguez thing, it's not the first time this happened, and it probably, sadly, won't be the last. There's been other instances where non-black people from the Latina community or just from any other community that's not black have been saying the N-word, and purposely, okay, put that in quotation marks as I say it, purposely recording themselves to say it. Why? Because there's monetization behind it. I know a lot of you guys won't realize this or think about it because a lot of people don't really like to really think and really understand the context of what's going on in situations. But I mean, if you really think about it, I'm sure Gina knew that by her recording herself, looking into the camera with her eyes and saying N-words, give me heebie-jeebies. I mean, she rolled her neck and everything like, yes, honey, I'm going to say this to y'all. I'm sure when she recorded herself saying that, she knew there was going to be backlash, but she didn't care. Okay? Why? Why didn't she care? Well, because there's monetization behind pissing off black people. If you really think about it, every time someone disrespects a black woman, every time someone that's not black says the N-word, every time someone says anything disrespectful about black women or the black community, they go viral. You may think I'm tripping, but just look back at what's been going on these past few years. People have been going viral disrespecting the black community, and it works every motherfucking time. So with that being said, she knew what she was doing, and others do too. Just like Evelyn Lozada, she knew exactly what she was doing when she called OG a gorilla, and she knew exactly what she was doing when she said the N-word multiple times on Basketball Wives. There's monetization behind pissing off black people. Same thing with H&M. They knew exactly what they were doing when they posted the black girl with her hair like that. Now, every kid on that, spread had messy hair. However, they knew what they were doing when they showed the black girl because they knew that it would cause not only monetize and make their views go up on their website so people can look at it, but also it would help further divide the black community. See, the supremacists know exactly what they're doing, and we fall for it every damn time. Now, I'm only decided to do a video about this because I see, like I said in the intro, a lot of people are still confused on what's Afro-Latina, what's not Afro-Latina, what's just Latina, what's this, what's that. So I'm going to bring some facts and make it pretty clear. We're going to generalize this and we're going to get it on the road, okay? But before I get into that, I just want to say that there's monetization behind this. The white supremacists know what they're doing when they purposely put out things to further divide the black community. It's monetization. You get paid, more people view it to see what's going on. The people who hate black people or who don't give a fuck about black people be like, oh shit, let me support them because I hate those N-words too. There's monetization behind pissing off black people and disrespecting us. You guys don't want to believe it, but it's the motherfucking truth. Also, it helps further divide the black community, which is good for the supremacists. It helps them because we're more divided. The more they come together and disrespect us, the more we're divided, because half of us defend them, like Sean Stockman and Amara La Negra and Remy Ma. And, well, Fat Joe is not black. However, he is a Latino who is just now starting to claim his African roots. And, people like him defend it because if you have one drop of black in you, Jim Crow, then you're black. The one drop rule, the Jim Crow one drop rule. A lot of black people, non-black people, a lot of people just in general go by that rule. You can have 0.5% of black in you. Oh, you got 0.5%? Oh, you're black. I don't believe in that rule. There's other black people in my community who don't believe in that rule and who don't go by that rule. And I'll probably put some links down in the description box of other YouTubers that have made videos, talking about this and breaking down what's Afro-Latino, what's not, and, why they shouldn't use the word. But I don't go by the one drop rule. I don't care if your great grandmother or your grandmother was black. If you yourself is not black, or you don't have two black parents, you're not black. You could be part black, maybe half, but you're not a full black girl like me. And there's a difference. So we're going to get into that. So Sean Stockman and also Amara La Negra, they both was caping for Gina Rodriguez and, people who do shit like this on the regular. They were caping for it. Sean Stockman was saying, Latinos are black. They're all black. So they should be allowed to, say whatever they want and disrespect the black community whenever they want, because they're black too, even though they don't identify as black any other damn time. Only time they do is when they want to use the N-word that ends, oh, I'm Afro-Latina too. But we'll get into that. Same thing with the Amara La Negra. Now, what confused me, I'm not surprised with Sean Stockman because he seems like a big coon himself. I'm sorry, he just does. I mean, and any man who's been cheating on his wife for more than 9 years really should have an opinion on the black community, because you can't even be faithful to your black queen. But that's a whole nother video. But Amara La Negra, I was really surprised with her because she was on Love and Hip Hop Miami, just doing this big old spiel about colorism and how, the Latino community doesn't even care about black people and they treat people like her different. And how they can be colorist and racist to her and people like her in the community. And I'm going to show you guys a video in a second of her saying this with her own words. But then you turn around and you defend a European Puerto Rican woman for saying the N-word. But the same woman that you're defending, that's the same type of people who have been chastising you for what you look like your whole life in the Latin community.
A lot of Latinos can be very racist amongst their own community. You could be my cousin, and if you're 2 shades lighter than me, I'm not as black as you are. Wait a second. As if that's an issue.
So it's confusing. But at the same time, I'm not surprised. Caping and cooning is real in these streets. And it takes people like me to go against the grain and keep it all the way 100. And that's what I'm doing in this video. And people are getting on her ass. I'm going to read a comment about one woman commented on Amara La Negra's page and, was just like, look, we love you and your movement, but Gina needs to not say that, period. We understand that you want to believe that she was just saying it for a song, but she's not. And if black people want to say that in a song, we can. She has no reason to use the N-word. She thought it was funny, and when she said it, everyone wants to be Afro-Latina now all of a sudden, facts, so they can abuse that word, facts. We do not use derogatory terms to any other race for no reason, facts. Is it killing people to respect black culture? I guess it is. We not gonna make an excuse for grown women who knew what she was doing. That wasn't her first time. And that's big facts. She knew what the hell she was doing. She recorded herself doing that. It wasn't like she was in the comfort of her own home and she was just walking around, saying it and someone recorded her. And even then, it's still like, why do you need to say that? But she purposely recorded herself doing it. So she knew what the fuck she was doing. I'm not playing this game. I'm not doing the pity party with her. Not at all. No God. And what this woman said is facts. We don't I've never in my life, and I'm gonna keep using this, I never in my life hear black people call other people, what's up, my wetback? What's up, banana boat? I never ever hear that. But we're the only ones who let every and anyone use the N-word whenever they want, whenever it's convenient. We're the only ones who go around saying, hey, you from the ghetto? You from the hood? Oh, you black like me because you from the hood. And that's the problem with our community. We're too damn inclusive, and we allow everybody in because we don't have an identity of our own. Oop, did I say that? Yes, I did. Well, let me say this. Not all black people, because, people, if you're like me, you do. But there are a lot of black people who are not like me, who either don't like their blackness and don't want to be black, so they try to include everyone they can so they can feel better about being black. Or they just don't understand the identity of the black culture. They don't understand what we really went through. They don't really get it. And so they don't give a fuck about it. And with that being said, that's what divides our community. We have some people who give a fuck like I, and we have some who don't and hate their blackness like them. And that's the difference. Basically, Latinos are not all black. Yes, it is true that majority of Latinos do have African ancestry. That is very much true. But it doesn't, just because you have a great grandmother that is black, or you have a grandmother that's half black, or your father is a darker Latino, that doesn't make you a black person like me. If you have two parents that are not black, you're not black. Yeah, maybe your grandmother is black. But that just makes you part black. Just like with biracials, they have one black parent and one other, whether that be white or that be Asian or Indian. It doesn't make them black. They're just half. They're half black and they're half white, or half black, half Indian. They're biracial. Same thing with Latinos. If you have part black in you, you're part black. But you're not a black person like me. There's a difference. And I'm so tired of my people doing this one drop rule shit. It's like a lot of us are still brainwashed back into fucking slavery or back into the damn segregation era, where it's like the one drop rule still exists. If you have 3% black in you, you're black like me. No, there's a difference. And I need you guys to get that through your fucking head. I don't give a damn if you agree with me or not. You don't have to agree with me. That's fine. We can agree to disagree, but I'm giving you motherfucking facts. If you're part black, you're part black. That's a fact. You guys want to debate it? We could debate it all day, but the tests don't lie, poo. If it says 25% black, bitch, you're 25% black. You ain't 100. I don't understand what's so hard for my people to get. And the problem is us. It's really us. Because we allow everybody in our shit. Because we allow, oh, well, that's my white homie from the hood, so he can say the N-word because that's my homie. No, the fuck he can't. Yeah, if you allow him to say that shit in front of you, go ahead. But if he says that shit in front of me and something happened to him, that's on him. And you should have never told him he should be able to say it, because some black people don't play with that shit. And that's on period. So, no. If you're part black, you're part black. If you're half black, you're half black. You're not full black. There's a difference between being black with two black parents like me. I have a black mother and a black father. I'm black. Okay? If you have a white mother and a white and black father, then you're part black, because your father's black and white and your mother's white. You're part black. You're not black like me. I have two black parents. You have a part black parent. You're part black. There's a difference, ma. If your father is white and your mother's black, you're half black. You're biracial. You ain't black like me. You're half black. That's a fact. There's a difference, ma. If you got a problem with it, then be mad at your parents. But that's a fact. You can't get mad at me because I'm giving facts. That's a motherfucking fact. You're half. I don't see what's so hard for my people to get. It's like we want to claim everybody in our shit, and everybody's not allowed in our shit. And that's on period. Everybody's not allowed. Just like we're not allowed. Listen, almost every black person in America has European ancestry in them. And that's on period. That's the truth. I bet, Everybody. I bet you if every single black person did an ancestry test right now, if that shit would at least, everyone's shit would at least say anywhere from 1 to 15% European. Because of slavery and, all the slave masters that raped our ancestors and forced us to have their babies and stuff. A lot of us have European ancestry in us. I know I do. I know my sisters do. I know my parents do. I know everybody does. Almost every black person. Not every single, but majority of them do. But we ain't going around saying, yo, I'm white. We white. We white. No, we don't, because clearly we're not. So if a Latino has 5% black in them, that doesn't make them black. They just have 5% black in them. And I'm just tired of my people doing this. Now, when it comes to the ancestry, not all Latinos have African ancestry in them. A lot of Latinos also have Indian ancestry in them. Also Asian ancestry. There's been times when I've seen Latinos that identify as Mexican or even Colombian or whatever. I've seen some Hispanic people who actually have they look Asian. I remember there was a few times even at school, I seen when I used to go to school, high school with a lot of Mexican people. And there were some of them that actually looked Asian to me, but they identified as Mexican. But why did they look Asian? Because they had Asian ancestry. But they didn't identify as Asian because that's not what they identify as. And with that being said, just because you are part black or you're part Asian, that doesn't make you an Asian or a black person. They didn't identify as Asian. They identified as Mexican and Hispanic. That's what they identified as. Yeah, they're part Asian. They have Asian ancestry, but they're not Asian. Same thing with Latinos who have black or African ancestry. Yeah, you have the ancestry in you. You may be part black, but you're not black like me. There's a difference. For example, Cardi B. Yeah, I'm going to go there. Cardi B is not black. She's part black, yes, but she's not black like me, mama. She's not, okay? Does she have 2 black parents like me? No. Does her parents identify as black like my parents do? No. Yeah, maybe she has a black grandma. Maybe she has a black grandpa. Well, I don't know if both her grandparents are black. I just know that she has a black grandmother, but that doesn't make her black. That makes her part black. So she's part black. She's not black. She's part black. There's a difference. There we go with the one drop rule again. Every black person wants to claim Cardi B black. She's not black. She's part black. Her parents are not black. They have black ancestry. They're part black, but they don't identify as black. They don't look black. Cardi B may look a little bit black, but she also looks a little bit European, too. She also looks like she can have some Indian ancestry, too. Okay? But y'all don't want to call her white. Y'all don't want to call her Indian. Y'all only want to call her black or Dominican. Well, Dominican, first off, isn't a race. It's a nationality. So, okay? Second of all, she's not black. She's just part black. If anything, she looks like she's a mixed race. She looks mixed. She looks like, yeah, she has some black in her, but she also looks like she has some European and Indian ancestry too. So she's mixed. That's what we call mixed. If we're gonna call black girls that are mixed with black and white biracial mixed, then Cardi B fits in that. She's mixed. I wouldn't say biracial because I don't really know 100% what she's mixed with, but you can clearly tell, yeah, she has some black in her, but she also has some European ancestry and probably some Indian ancestry too. She's mixed. She's not a black girl like me with 2 black parents. No, she's mixed, part black. There's a difference. Stop with this one drop rule shit. Same thing with Christina Milian. When you look at her, she doesn't look, you could tell she has some African ancestry in her. However, you can also tell there's something else in there too. She does look a little Indian, a little European. You can see some different mixtures in there. She's mixed. That's what you consider a mixed Latina. Cardi B's not a black. She's not Afro-Latina. She's mixed race Latina. She's mixed Latina. Christina Milian, mixed Latina. She does look like she has African ancestry, but she's not a black girl like me. There's a difference. Same thing with Zoe Saldana. She's not a black girl like me. Both her parents are not black like mine. Okay? I need y'all to get this. She's part black. There's some African ancestry. Her mommy and daddy are not black. They're part black. But they are not black like my mom. They're not black like my dad. They're part. So mixed race Latina. There's a difference. You guys keep getting mixed race Latinas mixed in with Afro Latinas. There's a difference. When you're part black, you're not 100% black. I need y'all to get this. Okay? Because if that's the case, we can call everybody black then. Everybody's black. Everybody's motherfucking black. We just gonna let everybody in our shit. And I won't allow it. Ain't everybody gonna be in our shit. And that's on period. If you look into it, a lot of Latinos do have African ancestry. But that does not make them black like me. They just have it in their blood. They are part of it. But they are not black like me. There's a difference. There is also, and you guys want to just keep putting Latinas in the same race as us, and they're not, because they're mixed race. Latinas are a mixed race. They're a mixed culture. They also have Indian ancestry. A lot of Latinos have a lot of Indian in them. They really do. If you look at Latinos, like especially the ones like from their native countries, a lot of them look Indian. They have a lot of Indian ancestry in them, as well as European ancestry, and as well as Asian ancestry. There's a lot of Latinos that look Asian as well. It's a mixed race. It's a mixed pot. And you guys keep trying to put them in one category, and they're not. Okay, they're not. Like Sophia, I forgot her last name, but you guys know who I'm talking about. I'll put the picture up. She's not black. She might have some African ancestry, maybe. But when you look at her, you don't see an Afro-Latina, because she's not Afro. She's mixed with different things. Same thing with Jennifer Lopez. Some people want to put her in the black category. She's not. She may have the ancestry, but she's not a black girl like me. I need y'all to stop doing this. I need y'all to stop it. And if we're gonna, like, Afro-Latina is like Juju from Love and Hip Hop. That's like Afro-Latina. She's a black girl. She looks like a black girl with black parents, but she identifies with the Hispanic culture because that's where she was raised. So yes, she's Afro-Latina. She's Latina, but she's a black girl. Okay, same thing with Amara La Negra. Even though for whatever reason she's Caping, but you can consider her Afro-Latina. But even her, and if we're going to be honest, even her, I would even probably put her in the mixed category, because her mother, if you look, I don't know what her father looks like, and I don't care to look it up. Maybe her father is black, but if you look at her mother, you can tell her mother is not black like my mom. She's not black like my grandmother. She looks like she can be part black and also like part Indian. She has like the mixed Latina look. So yeah, she's dark skinned, but she also looks more Latina than Amara does. So I mean, I don't know what her father looks like, so maybe her father was black, but her mom looks mixed race herself. So even Amara La Negra, yeah, she is Afro-Latina, but at the same time, she also actually could fit in the mixed category too. So it's just like, I need y'all to stop calling every Latina black just because some of them have a grandmother or a great grandmother that was black or part black. If both your parents are not black and you don't identify as black every day of your life and you don't look it, you're not black. You just have the ancestry. Cardi B is a mixed race Latina. Zoe Saldana, mixed race Latina. Christina Milian, mixed race Latina. Latinas have other ancestries in them other than black. So stop calling them black. They're not all black. Some of them may have the ancestry, but not all of them. And even the ones that do are not black like you and me. And they don't have two black parents like me. So knock it the fuck off. We do have a certain way we act and a certain types of things we do. However, not all black people were raised in the hood. Not all black people identify with the same things. Even if we're raised in the hood, raised in the suburbs, raised in Bel Air, wherever the fuck we're raised, you're identified as black by your race and your genotypical makeup. This one ignorant girl, she's a black girl, but I blurred her out because I'm being nice. And I took out her name and her picture. But, you know, it was a black girl. And, you know, there's the article about Sean Stockman being a coon-ass cape. Or caping-ass coon, however you want to put it. And, you know, caping for Gina. And this black girl comments talking about, I thought she had black people hair. And first off, how in the hell does Gina Rodriguez have black people hair? Nothing about her hair looks like mine. Are you fucking kidding me? Her hair is not kinky like mine, kinky curly like mine. No, God, don't you ever insult me. She said, I thought she had black people hair, so Her last name and place of origin didn't mean shit to me because she was still an N-word. But white people say N-words in movies about racism, so I don't really understand why they messing with her. And, you know, this is the problem with my people. It's like you couldn't have, like I said, the one drop rule, and I'm so tired of it. I don't see, first off, how Gina even has black people hair. I don't understand that. Like, first off, no, she doesn't. Her hair doesn't kink up like mine. So that was false as fuck. But second of all, now I will say this in closing, and I am going to make a separate video about this one day. I promise I will. I just am debating on how I want to do the video, but I will do a video. I don't think that black people should use the N-word. I personally am against it. I don't think anybody should use the N-word. I don't think black people should use it, and I definitely don't think anyone who's not black should use it. However, I can't stop black people from using it. I really can't. At this point, I'm one person, and I just chose to stop using it myself. I haven't used the word in months on months on months, and I don't plan on using it ever again in life. I'm gonna teach my children not to use it. I'm teaching my husband not to use it. Like, I'm not using it. I don't plan on using it in my household, in my family. But at the end of the day, even though I don't agree with black people using the word, they do. And with that being said, it's the word that, you know, is in our culture. I hate it, but it is. That's what it is. And if we say we don't want you using it, don't use it. If you're going to use it and we tell you, hey, could you not use that because that's offensive to us? And you say, well, I don't understand why. It's just a word. That lets me know you don't give a fuck about how we feel. You don't give a fuck about what we've been through, and you don't give a fuck about our plight. And if you don't give a fuck, I don't fuck with you either. And that's just on period. So that's how I feel about it. I don't think black people should use it. I don't think nobody should use it. However, if anybody's going to use it, it should be black people and black people only. Not people who are mixed race black, not mixed race Latina, not mixed race. But I'm talking about black people with two black parents like me. Okay? So I don't think no one should use it. But if you ain't black, you damn sure shouldn't use it. And don't use it in front of me. And that's on period. So with that being said, I just need my people to stop using the one drop rule. This is really to my people more than anything, because really it's our fault. We're so damn inclusive. We let everybody claim they're black, and we'll come around and coon behind them. We tolerate anything from anybody. And I'm going to tell you this, Sonja J ain't tolerating shit from nobody. It's a new day, a new year, and I ain't having it. So, and that's on period.
But you filed in 98, my I filed in 99, and I'm not your